Hi folks, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. Right, I've just on a whim made myself a little card. Not for anybody in particular. I just decided I've not done any paper crafting for quite some time, and I thought I'll throw a card together. And this is what I came up with, and I think she's absolutely adorable. I don't know where I put my stamp now, but I've got this stamp. I bought it on eBay, and I thought I'd left it close by me, but I can't see it now. But this is on a wooden, it's got a handle knob and everything on it. The stamp, I bought it on eBay anyway. It was a second-hand stamp, but she's adorable, and I've made quite a few bits and pieces with this particular stamp, and coloured it out, fussy cut, well, quickly cut round it, and then put this white background sort of round it. And I'm going to show you how I put this one together, but I'm going to do it a different way today, I think. So I'll put that there, and where have I put my bits and bobs? Here's my bits and bobs. Right, so you're going to need a card that's 4.125 by 11.5, scored in a half at 5 3/4. You're going to need a pink piece that's 4 inches by 5 5/8. That's that bit. Then you're going to need a bit of scrap. This piece is for sitting, that's 2.125 by 3 3/4. Don't really know why you would need size for that, but basically it's just a card, and I shall just cut round that once I actually put it on there. And then a little sentiment and a backing for that as well. So I've just got my sentiment. I've done it all, got it all fairly ready so that it's not going to take too long. I love, Mandy's an inspiration. I love the crafting with Goethe, and she was chinning at me to do some more paper crafting, and she's right. I mean, that was all I used to do originally, with a little bit of sewing and what have you, but mainly I did paper crafting on YouTube when I first started. So yes, and you need a piece of ribbon, of course. So without further ado, I will get on, and I'll get this put together. So obviously this wants to go on there, but you can't put this on there until you put your ribbon on. So on the other one, I did it as a tent fold that way, and I put the ribbon down there. This time I'm going to do it as a gatefold, I think, and that should fit on there with the sentiment, or you can have that lower there and the sentiment above it. I don't know. You know what, I think I still like a gatefold better. I'll never hang myself because I can never make my mind up. So right, first of all, I've got this piece of ribbon, and before I actually put it on the card, I'm going to make my bow. That way I don't waste any of it. And to make my bows, I get the ribbon and at the end, that end at the back, and make a little loop at the front, take that round the back and make a little loop again, push that through the hole, and then pull them together. But you just got to be careful. There we go, and just make it shorter. Hold in this middle bit gently. You can make your bow smaller and smaller, just so long as you hold that middle bit, and then tighten it up, and we'll cut that off. Now I like these bows cut that way, so I've got a nice pointy end there, look. And it's just me, I just like, I mean, I don't mind them doing other way as well. I've done them both ways, but I don't know, I always think this is a nicer way of doing a bow, or the bow ends anyway. So there we've got a little bow ready. So now I'm going to put this on here, and I just need a piece of I put my bows on with this, and on ribbons as well, I'm sorry. And what I do is I go, if I can find my end, I can. I actually go right round from the back. So I've written on that side, so I'm going to use that side as the back. I've only done it in pencil anyway, but I'm just going to make sure. I don't want it too close to this edge, but I don't want it too far over there as well. And then just do it from my eye, like that. A little bit over that side and snip. Now this is the next part. It's a little bit challenging. Where's my doobly-doo, as Mandy would say here. So I'm going to really well burnish that down, because I've had these tapes now quite a while, and they don't like coming off the paper. You know, it's pulling the back up as well, and that's what's annoying me. I get a sharp pointy thing and try and, there we go, lift that off. Okay, so before I turn it over, I'm going to put that on there as straight as I can. Pull that down and lay that down, and then take that off the back and lay that on there, and then just snip that off. Don't throw that away, it'll make another bow. Fiddly, but it will make another bow. So there's our front piece of card. So now I'm going to stick that on here. Yep, I am. I'm just going to, where I've cut it, sometimes when you've cut your card on a trimmer, it leaves one edge up a little bit like that. So if you just run it back down, make a glue, and hopefully it'll come out without too much bother. Had a bit of a job getting it out yesterday because it's been that darn long since I've used any that it there is some coming out, but it's hard to see it. So I'll get it around the edges first, a little bit in the middle, don't need too much glue, and then I'm going to lay it on there, leaving a little bit of a border all the way around. Get your little bow, bit of glue on the back, and pop that on there. Righty-ho, now our little girl. Now she's going to be lifted up, putting her on raised. So I'm using these sticky pads, and I like to put a few on to make sure that it's sitting up, you know, and it's not going to come unstuck. And I've got a half of one there, look, put that on there, and then take the backing off. There's not much to it, as I say. Any little stamp will do. Yeah, any stamp will do. You know, if you've got a nice stamp that you can actually colour. As I said, this one's from. I got this one from me, but I just spotted it about a few years ago now, and I just had to have it. I thought she was so pretty, such a cute little thing. So I'm going to put it on that side because it doesn't quite cover the writing up on there. So I'm going to pop it down. I've got to be careful how I do this, that's it. I'm going to pop it down like that. And I never use me fabric scissors. I cut my ribbons and fabric with those. And I've got red and white spots on, so I know. And then this one is my paper cutting ones. And I want nice rounded edges. Like so. Sorry, I go a bit quiet when I'm concentrating, but you know, when you're a doddery old bugger like me. Oh dear. You just have to, don't you? You really do. You really have to put your, you know, life on hold while you're doing something like this, otherwise you make a mess of it. So I don't want to leave too big a border on, but I do want it to be bordered a little bit. And just round that off like that. And there we go. That's it. She's on. Now this is where I do a bit of faffing, because I want to go into a ribbon a little bit like that, and a little bit closer to the ribbon like that. You see, just trimming it back a little bit more. A little bit of a point there, we don't want that. Okay, and I think that probably would do. Wait a minute, let's go a little bit further in there. There we go. Much better. Alright, so that's for there. And there, let me get rid of my bits. So now we have her on there, and we can put glue on the back of this one. I want this one to lay flat on the actual card. Come on. Be good. Because I've just lifted her up a little bit, not too much. There we go. And we'll pop her on like so. Looks as if she's laid back a little bit there. Sit up, missus. There we go. And then our sentiment. My sentiment says, have a beautiful birthday, and it's one from a Stampin' Up set called, I think it's Birthday Blossoms. Let me have a look. Yeah, it is. It's there at the bottom there. Have a beautiful birthday from Stampin' Up's Birthday Blossoms. Now, I used to do Stampin' Up quite a bit, few years ago now, and I got rid of most of my stamps because I didn't use them. When you're actually a demonstrator, you tend to have to buy, you know, what's there just so that you can show it and sell it. Basically, and yeah, I weren't fussy about doing it. I got fed up. So, but I have got a few, you know, stamp sets that I've kept. Some of my better ones, what I liked to use. So I'm going to put this a little bit, because these are both, I have to excuse, my hands are shaking terrible again this morning, so there we go. Yeah. And then, oh, it's a bit of ink. So put some more. How's your father? on there, pop that on your card. Put 3 little blobs of glue on there, and we'll put some pretties on it. Oops, come on, you don't normally check all this picking up. These are good, these reckon to be good. I didn't have this problem yesterday. Maybe this will let me pick them up. One on there. Oops, one there. Oh, thank you. One there. Get that on glue a little bit more. And last but not least, one there. The only thing I didn't show you is on the edges of this sentiment, because I've got a pink background and a pink background here, I just used a sponge and sponged a little bit of pink colour all the way around both the white and the pink cards, and there you've got it. How's about that? So that's my first back into the crafting world after a long rest. So thanks everybody for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do. It's free, and you'll be helping my channel grow, and that's my other half being stupid as usual. He's a pain in the bum, but anyway, and my little puppy, of course. So thanks for watching, as I said, and I'll see you again very soon. I have got some more things coming up shortly, so you'll get to see a few more videos coming on now from now onwards. So take care, everybody. Bye, everyone.